Good morning, pregame crew. How are you? It's Tuesday, July 19th, 2022, 8:21 a.m. Eastern, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Charkow Lori, and you're at the pregame show. Thanks for tuning in. If you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. If you're tuning in later in the day, you may want to fast forward to this says 6:30 down here. That's where I'll get started with indices, commodities, cryptos, and movers and shakers of the day. Between now and then, I'm going to say hello to my friends, do an audio visual check, and do a few chart requests. Good morning, Greg, Night Truck Leverage, Robert, Bennett, Topher, Kulak, Crypto Investor, Casey, Richard. Good morning, Basque. Thanks, Night Truck. Hey, Mary, how are ya? Hey, Keggers. Good morning. Hey, Mal. How are y'all doing? Did y'all have a good trading day yesterday? Everything good? In control of your trades? Hey, Charles St. Germain, how are ya? Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. We had hourly inside bars on ES. They're breaking bear right now, so we broke the support of 3860. I am in an ES short looking for the 4-hour lower high. And I am in that gas short. Hey, Francisco, Tupaj, Karkuki, Roger, Chris, thank you. Good morning. Any chart request? If not, I'll just look at what I want to look at and we'll just kind of go from there. I have a few Queen of the Mountain setups for you today. Some interesting things going on. Good with stop losses. Okay, that's the most important thing is risk management. Having discipline, having the risk management, and having a system. Every day at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you followed your rules and you followed your system. The money will follow. Don't worry about the money. The money will follow a good system that is systematically used and methodically. Yep. I'm going to be doing Bitcoin. I do Bitcoin every day. XBI for Night Truck, of course. You don't even have to say please. All right. XBI was definitely weak yesterday. We have a bearish engulfing candle. We engulfed the prior day's range. We broke the high and then succumbed to bear pressure and then went through and broke the low of Friday. So bearish engulfing candle looking to confirm today. 4-hour bear flag. Wow, I had not looked at the 4-hour. That is super clear. 4-hour bear flag. So XBI is a short for me. We have a little resistance right here at 81.37. I like to kind of dig through there and get a level that's more close by versus 83.06. 81.37, if the bulls can get through that, they're showing some relative strength, but we have that daily double top now. Bearish engulfing. Definite bear bias. Resistance 80.80 in pre-market and support 80.31. Good morning. So I'm going to go over Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if y'all don't mind, I'm just going to skip those since I go over them anyway. And I'm just going to go to the ones that I don't go over. Hot tells you're all over this one. You were asking about it yesterday. Looks like you're doing pretty well. Yeah, because I was looking at that broadening formation for you yesterday. 4-hour uptrend. We broke through this resistance, 2293. We hit 2316 overnight. So definitely powering through the daily 50 MA. 4-hour RSI is overbought. Hourly RSI is overbought. It's a potential bull flag, but this is not what you want to see on your bull flags. You don't want to see those upper wicks of profit taking. You want to see lower wicks of bulls buying the dip. This looks a little bit better here. 2244 is your key short-term support. Okay, MSTR. Had a big bull day yesterday in light of crypto strength over the weekend. A lower high is still anticipated compared to yesterday's high. 24657. So I would be top fishing 24657. Crypto got a nice bounce overnight as well. So I don't know how well the short would work. I have Riot on my list of potential top fish setups, but it just had a pump piece come out. So I may be backing off of my Riot short. And and this what I would lump in the same category as Riot MSTR. You have a pre-market support of 23245. And your key resistance is the high of yesterday. In since 1900. Good job, Tails. Awesome. You're welcome, Night Truck. Hello. Bonjour, Maria. I have my dad in low for this dividend today. So we'll see. $1.05. We ran into the daily 50 in May. We barely managed to close above it. Hourly, you're pulling back pretty hard. A lower high is anticipated compared to 189.08. So on any bounce, bears will be looking to short and top fish that. Your key support is yesterday's low, 18519, and then 18417. AMD. We have 3 more minutes before I get started with indices, so we're definitely going to get to all of those other names. Just a note on semiconductors before I forget. They're voting on that policy today about giving funding to semiconductors for the chip shortage, so that could impact these stocks. But this is a potential 4-hour bear flag. This is not a cute look, AMD. You have resistance 82.26 from pre-market and then 82.33 from yesterday, 15-minute. Your support from pre-market 81.68 and then 80.94, the low of yesterday. So you're looking for 4-hour lower highs, but the news could impact it. So I'm a little cautious of semiconductor names considering that we have news overshadowing it, but potentially overshadowing it today. If you lose sound just for a second, that's me muting myself for coughing. So just know that I didn't go anywhere. I'm just trying to save your ears. Okay, Mary, we're on the same page there. VULNF. Yeah, my daughter is feeling much better. Thank you. This has a liquidity problem. We had 100 shares traded yesterday. So this is a problem. If you buy it, who are you going to sell to if nobody is literally moving shares of anything on this? So please be careful. You have support at 341. This is almost impossible to analyze. It's a bearish chart with no to low liquidity. Platinum for Bennett, of course. Anything for you, my friend. Okay, we have a 4-hour higher high on platinum. 842.80 is your support. So it got the memo that dollar was consolidating. Platinum is definitely looks a little better than some of the other metals I was looking at this morning. Potential hourly bull flag. Daily odds favor a lower high compared to 89160. But ideal scenario here would be an inverse head and shoulders. So let's see how close we can get to 891.60, pivot, and then just get that right shoulder. This could be a nice reversal. Hourly, we got a little bearish divergence on RSI to be aware of. If you're in long, I'd stay in long and just keep moving up your stops. But I don't know that I would get long up here. With RSI overbought on hourly and approaching overbought on 4-hour. All right, it's 8:30. Let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, at Chart Gal Lori. And I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. It's what we do. It's what we love. We eat, sleep, and breathe charts. So what I try to do here every day, I wake up, I find all the puzzle pieces thrown on the ground. I try to grab them up and start putting together the picture of what's going on in the market and give you a roadmap for the day. It doesn't mean that the roadmap and price will adhere to our map and listen to what we're saying. No, but we're going to have odds and probabilities in our favor with our technical analysis. So I go over indices, commodity, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation. Here are all my notes. I don't read them to you, I promise. It's just to keep me organized. So we have housing starts today, and we have Netflix earnings after hours. We have Tesla earnings tomorrow. We've got lots and lots of news headlines that could shake this market up like a snow globe. So I'm currently in an ES short, as I mentioned, looking for that 4-hour lower high. The higher low is set. Now I'm looking for a lower high. And we could do this all day long and just tighten up as we wait and anticipate these earnings. So that is my sense of the day, is a balanced day where we're just tightening up as we wait and hold our breath for Netflix earnings. Like I said yesterday, I'm actually bullish Netflix on their earnings. They have a potential 15% implied move. I don't trade earnings, so that's not a trade idea. It's not tradable information. It's just an opinion. But if Netflix can come through with a bull break, and then Tesla can also do bullish earnings, then we could get a little push. But most importantly, we have the generals next week. We have Apple and we have FOMC meeting. And the question is, will it be a 0.75 hike or a full point? Where she stops, nobody knows. But we're just going to trade price action, all right? So your key support on ES, 38.20 and 39.09. Let me jump to Nasdaq. This is what I was looking at this morning. We had a potential 4-hour head and shoulders in the RSI that I was just kind of watching. And I was looking for that 4-hour lower high on Nasdaq as well. This could be an hourly bull flag. And we're struggling here at the Great Wall of China, the Great Wall of Louisiana, the hourly 50 MA. We're struggling up here on Nasdaq. ES has cleared it. Oh, we're actually coming back under it. RTY has cleared it. YM has cleared it. Nasdaq has not. So Nasdaq is struggling up here with a 50 MA, and I'm very cognizant of that potential 4-hour head and shoulders on RSI. So I tell you, I observe patterns in RSI. It's not tradable information. It just gives me a little extra edge. I'd rather trade price action patterns. There we go. Wow, talking is hard. English is hard. So on Nasdaq, this could be an hourly bull flag. Your key support 11.889 and then 11.857. We're just tightening up inside this daily EQ. We're just tightening up right here underneath the daily 50 MA on Nasdaq. Thanks, virtual crickets. And then on ES, we did break that support last week, but we're tightening up just under resistance of 39.22. RTY, we ran into the daily 50 MA. We're getting tight there. And Dow got that bull break with no follow through, ran smack dab into the daily 50 MA. So what's going on with the market? Here's what's going on. And if you're part of TCG, you saw me post this several times yesterday. It was absolutely everything to me. 151.74. So yes, Apple had bad news that came out yesterday, but before that bad news happened, they still couldn't get through weekly resistance. And my comments yesterday was, if Apple can't get through that resistance, and y'all probably remember in my not so good handwriting, I did 152. I wrote it up here yesterday. And I said, if Apple can't get through 152, this market's going nowhere fast. And that's exactly what happened. We closed with bearish engulfing candle. They did have bad news that came in. But before that bad news came in, we rejected twice up here. And I posted both times in the chat. Sorry about that. I posted both times in the chat room. Actually, I think I may have posted it 3 times. Can't get through. Can't get through. Can't get through. And then down she went. So if Apple continues this bearish pattern, the market is going nowhere fast, in my opinion. It's all about 152 in Apple and then the semiconductors. I had one of my best trades I've had in a long time. And I had a bunch of friends join me on the trade. It made it even more fun. I posted this top fish setup. Actually, let me go back out. So we have resistance right here, 218. Let me get my little price label. Right there, 218.81. That was our resistance. And I posted in chat yesterday, hey, I'm calling this a double top on the daily with 218.99. I said the stage is set for SOXS, and then I entered SOSX down here at $51. Right here at $51, and then we got a 10% bounce. So if you got that trade with me, congratulations. I am watching semis with the news headlines and how important semis are for everything to see if we can get moving again. I just don't see them going up and taking out 218.99 today without that news catalyst. With the news catalyst, it could happen. Hey, y'all are so cute. Oh, thank you, Mary, for the housing data. Appreciate that. I am not the GOAT, but I did learn from the GOAT, so that's pretty cool too. I get to trade side by side the GOAT every day. Tell me I don't have the sweetest job on earth. So 216 is your resistance, and 217.33. I will be watching SMH like a hawk for SOXL trades, SOXS trades, and semis are the fuel to the market's engine, right? Okay, so Apple got to take out 152 or we're going nowhere. SMH got to take out 219 or we're going nowhere. So I think we're going to hurry up and wait today is, again, the sense that I'm getting. I want to just quickly look at the heat map yesterday. Oh, good, Chris. Awesome. So yesterday, energy was lit up like, super bright green. It was strong where we had weakness all over the market, but energy was the one bright spot. I'm looking for energy to take a breather today. So that would mean XLE could be a short. How painful is it to watch me navigate these charts and click around on the wrong thing? It must be painful. 7106. Oh, I think I typed 7101 in my notes. I did. 7106. So I like XLE for a breather today. It carried the market sole-handedly on its back yesterday. It tried anyway. It didn't help a ton, but it was the only green glimmer yesterday. So I'm looking for it to take a pause here at 7106. And that's in light of oil pulling back. I'm short nat gas right now. It's been pulling back. So I'm looking for energy to possibly take a breather. The only fly in the ointment for that trade idea, and when I say fly in the ointment, I mean the only kind of hurdle with the idea is we had a lot of XLE upgrades this morning. We had Exxon, we had Conoco. They got upgrades this morning. So that could mess up this trade idea, but I like XLE short as one of the Queen of the Mountain ideas. Okay, let's go back to RTY. So on RTY, we're looking for a 4-hour lower high on IWM. Growth was in the spotlight yesterday. Crypto, risk on appetite. It's like they clicked a button yesterday and it's like buy, 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 buy. Oh, I sound like Kramer. He did ring the bell yesterday. The joke is that was part of the market's problem yesterday, but I'm looking for a 4-hour lower high here. I'm looking for growth to take a breather, but that whole thought process or thesis could be thrown out the window, seeing that crypto bounced overnight. I did not see that one coming at all. I mean, I bought ETC yesterday on that dump and I flipped it for $1 and thought I was a genius, and it went up $6 more or $5 more last night. So if crypto is our canary, then RTY could be a front runner today. So we'll see. YM, we have resistance at 31288, support 30947. So this could be an hourly bull flag. Again, it looks a little bit better than some of the other names, and Boeing got more good news today. I really struggled with this one this morning. I wanted to put it on here as a long. So they got a $13 billion, and I may get the dollars wrong, please confirm yourself, but they got a $13 billion order from Delta Airlines, I believe. And then this morning they got another order, and then they just proceeded to dump and close red yesterday. So that news, the $13 billion order, it totally flatlined and it did nothing for it. Well, they got more orders this morning. So I'm looking for Boeing to help Dow, and let's see if Boeing can keep its gains today. But I couldn't put this on here for a potential long and good conscience, knowing that a lower high is still the more likely scenario on the 4-hour compared to yesterday's high. So I'm still looking for some Boeing strength, but technically I can't I can't give you a setup because we've got this overhang here of all that bearish selling yesterday. So the fundamental news is not enough just to go long. All right, VIX. VIX potential hourly bear flag, which matches up with our bull flags on our indices. Isn't that cool how that happens? We got a little bit of a broadening formation happening, meaning we got a higher high. Well, this is pathetic. I need to delete that. Forget I said the broadening formation. That's embarrassing. Somebody needs to pull my technical analysis license here for saying that. We have a potential hourly bear flag. That is bullish. The market resistance 25.91, 24.38. The market in general is going nowhere until this can break down, is what the market bulls hope, 23.74, and for the market to break up out of that EQ. So Nasdaq EQ and VIX EQ has us kind of trapped at the moment. Hang Seng was slightly red. We got the DAX turning green. When I typed this morning, DAX was red. It was slightly down. So interesting. That is bullish the market. So those bull flags could come to fruition. Bitcoin, what did I notice? The daily 50 MA overhead, hourly downtrend. I know a lot of crypto users don't focus on these older moving averages, the what do they call them? The boomer indicators, but the daily 50 MA is overhead, and that is pertinent for me, maybe because I'm a boomer, which I'm not, I'm a millennial. We have support at 2157.857, wonderful strength overnight, but a lower high is still anticipated on the hourly and the 4-hour time frames. Oh, I wanted to show y'all something on ES. Oh, thank you, VNTC. I feel better. I'm definitely not 100% yet. So, but I will get there. This daily 50 RSI has been a brick wall for price on ES since April. It hasn't had a meaningful close over 50 besides doing this little head and shoulders bit. For months, it's been trapped under the 50 RSI. It will be notable when it can close and stay over 50 RSI. So I wanted to just throw that out there. Okay, getting back to Bitcoin. Hourly lower high is anticipated. Ethereum looks a little bit stronger, but an hourly lower high is still anticipated compared to 1631. No, Attic, I don't. Yes, Aaron, I'm a millennial, but I know I'm a boomer as far as the slang, but I'm not a baby boomer by generation. No, I'm still in my 40s. Okay, Ethereum. I'm Generation X. Okay, I don't know what I am. Thank you, Ash. How about I just don't comment on it since I don't know anything about it? Okay, hourly lower high anticipated compared to 1631. Gold. If I were a gold bull, I would be so mad at my buddies because look at dollar. I mean, the dollar has been just falling for days since July 14th. That's a long time for the dollar. It has been falling, and gold has done a whole lot of nothing. Like nothing. I don't know how you can be a gold bull in this environment. There's just no appetite for buying. Resistance 1716, support 1704, 1702. Maybe if I keep trash talking these bulls, they'll start buying. Who knows? Okay, we had this 2-hour broadening formation. 2-hour broadening formation on oil, and it pretty much tagged the top of price action this morning. We have an hourly downtrend on oil now. 15-minute downtrend. Resistance is 98.11 and 99.41. Support 96.76 and 95.63. Nat gas, I'm short, and this is a beautiful chart. So glad it finally rolled over. I've been looking for this weekly lower high. We ran into the daily 50 MA. I posted that I was in here in short. We're still inside yesterday's range. I'm looking to ride my last few nat gas contracts short. Excuse me, I got a cough. A little bit longer. We're resting on the hourly 50 MA right now. 710.9 is where we stopped, right here at 707.8. On a bounce, we're still looking for hourly lower high. That's right, Duke. So I still like Nat Gas short. I'm in it short, and I will probably add back the position I sold on any bounce. Apple going nowhere fast. 148.24 is a resistance that we can look to top fish. We'll see if the bull flags on Nasdaq hourly will help this get past that resistance and maybe have a bull day. We'll see. Sure, I will look at B&B. Okay, Amazon. Let me go back to my notes. I forget what I was looking at. 4-hour lower high anticipated. Let me just shorthand this for you. I'm looking for a top fish on everything but Tilray. I'm looking for top fish on everything. Tilray has double daily inside bars and it looks bullish. Everything else, I'm looking for a top fish. Amazon, I'm looking for a top fish against 115.37. Nvidia. So Nvidia may be tricky though because they have the semis news. To your next resistance, I would use 167.12 and then yesterday's high. It's getting through that 15-minute resistance from pre-market. So it's actually looking pretty strong this morning. 162.50 is your support. I just did Bitcoin. You can rewind a little bit. Okay, so Tesla, I'm looking short. I'm actually using this support yesterday, 73650, as a potential top fish zone for Tesla. Earnings tomorrow. I won't be trading Tesla because I don't want to deal with the earnings premium in the options. ARK, I'm looking for a top fish at 44.82. Now, if growth has a good day, like crypto did overnight, then I would back away from this idea. Google, I really like short. I really like Google short as a queen of the mountain trade against 110.29 and or 111.01 using a prior support as a resistance area. Matches up with a 200 MA on the 15-minute. 111 looking for a Google short. Riot. Again, with the crypto bounce overnight, okay, I'm going to forget about this idea. I'm not going to look to top fish Riot. Let me go delete that out of my notes. Market's bouncing good here. Tilray, we have double daily inside bars. So the yellow bars mean inside bars. So we have double Ds as we just continue to tighten in this price range. And I'm looking for a pullback buy. We have supported at 341 and then 336. I will be switching one of these tickers over here to Google and one to Tilray. Those would be my top two focus today, Google and Tilray. XLE, I'm looking to top fish 7106. 7106. Okay, I told someone I'd look at BNTC. I typically don't like this pattern. It's a diamond bearish reversal pattern forming up here. It allows me to draw. A 4-hour lower high is anticipated compared to 267.50. If you're in long and it's working, I'd stay in long as long as these 15-minute EMAs are below you. Support 260.30 and 259.20. Overall on crypto, we got great bounces overnight. The pullbacks were too big, too large. So on bounces, we are looking for lower highs on the 4-hour. We're looking for 4-hour. This actually is a diamond bearish reversal pattern as well. We're looking for 4-hour lower highs compared to 22961. So this pullback was too great. Now we're looking for lower highs. So I'm bearish short-term Bitcoin. XRP. Same thing, pulled back too much, 4-hour lower high anticipated compared to 3695. So we do have an hourly uptrend here, but that's just too big of a crawl to make to go take out those highs from last night. It's possible, but odds favor lower highs on XRP. LCID. Okay, thanks Costco. I had not looked at those ratio charts. Pretty big upper wick of profit taking yesterday. We're looking for a 4-hour lower high. So on a bounce, bears could look to top fish 2108. Key support 1986. LCX. Oh wait, Rivian. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay in order. It's just hard. Four-hour lower high. Here's your tattoo of the day. These bounces are so good that we're looking for 4-hour higher lows on pullbacks. So either way, it's tighter we go. So that's what I see happening today. What's making Tilray bullish? They had some news of decriminalization, and for me, fundamentally, I don't care about those things. I really don't. I just care about the chart, and we had some nice price action, and we didn't give up the lows. Even with that Apple bearish news, at least we didn't take out the lows. I like tightening ranges. And a 4-hour lower high could be all that happens here. And then we just go tighter. I mean, can you imagine if we got another daily inside bar? That would be delicious. Okay. Four-hour lower high anticipated compared to 0.0765. Support down at 666. Hourly uptrend, if you're in, I would stay in long as these EMAs are below you. 15-minute is choppy. This must have a liquidity issue or something. Super choppy. All right, yeah, hit the like button before you leave. Bring a friend tomorrow. TCGers, I'll be live midday show, and I'll see you in the room.